Welcome to our training on solicitation and fundraising. Thank you so much for being here, and we hope that you find this useful. Our objectives for today are for you to better understand what constitutes solicitation, to better understand the process for submitting on-campus solicitation requests, and to better understand policies and best practices for fundraisers and collection drives, including the University of Georgia's Solicitation Policy. This module will focus on best practices in the process for registering a fundraiser or drive intended to collect monies or goods. So what is solicitation? Solicitation is defined as the act of requesting money or funds for any reason, seeking agreement to pay, taking subscriptions, selling merchandise or services, partnership with a commercial entity, or offering materials or privileges to others via promotion or advertisement. So these are some examples of generally permitted activities here at UGA. We often see a lot of bake sales, and we do just want to point out that any food that a student organization is having at fundraising events or activities must be pre-packaged or vendor approved. The sale of food prepared by members of a student organization will not be approved. So just keep that in mind when you are filling out your form. You will have to specify where you're getting your food from. And if we either can't tell where their food's coming from, if it's not on the form, or if you indicate that it will be prepared by members, we will deny your form. Another generally seen request is to sell tickets or register for an event. We also see a lot of merchandise sales, so that can include t-shirt sales, plant sales, craft sales, or honestly anything that is a tangible good can fall under merchandise. And then we also have monetary donations, canned food drives, book drives, and hygiene product drives. Those are just some examples of donation drives we've seen in the past. Our solicitation policy is as follows. This policy applies to solicitation activities by campus organizations, commercial vendors, nonprofit or charitable organizations, and individuals, as well as all affiliated organizations. For the purpose of this training, we will focus on the policy as it relates to registered student organizations soliciting on campus. So, solicitation conducted by student organizations must be for the benefit of the student organization or a registered nonprofit or charitable entity. Solicitation cannot benefit an individual. Vendors or commercial entities cannot be promoted on campus without approval. Approval is only for very limited circumstances, such as when a commercial entity acts as a sponsor for an event. All sponsorship activities must be conducted in accordance with the solicitation policy and may not include commercial sales. Provisions for proceeds from the solicitation must be included in the request for approval to conduct the solicitation. A representative of the sponsoring student organization must be present at all times during solicitation activities involving an outside vendor. Solicitation standards. Activities may not interfere with the university programs or functions, be inconsistent with classifications and uses of university facilities, conflict with existing university-operated services or contract, or present an unreasonable danger to health and safety. Those conducting solicitation on campus shall not engage in unlawful activity, misrepresentation, misleading, or fraudulent trade practices, and may not display, distribute, or sell items which are illegal or prohibited by Board of Regents or University of Georgia policy. Any items featuring UGA trademarks or logos must receive prior approval from the Office of Trademarks and Licensing. Posting of banners, signs, and other such methods of notification on university buildings, fences, or other facilities is prohibited. Violation of any time, place, or manner limitations, damage to university property, or outstanding debt to the university may result in the permission that you have received to be taken back or denial of future activities. On-campus solicitation. What the request procedure looks like. On-campus solicitation requests are submitted through a form on the Involvement Network, which you can find at this following link. You must submit requests at least 2 weeks prior to an event. Please note the change in this timeline, as it used to be 1 week, it is now 2 weeks, so please make note of that. Give specific information when filling out your fundraising request. This is all part of the form. So you will have to give us a proposed date, time, location, any co-sponsors or vendors. You must have your approval of UGA trademarks if you're selling any merchandise or anything with a UGA trademark on it. And then the provisions for funds raised, which basically means you letting us know what the funds will be used for. These are some tips when requesting solicitation or any fundraising. Please plan well in advance to have your approval prior to reserving space. Please note that approval of a fundraising request is not a confirmation of a space reservation. You must have fundraising approval prior to placing a reservation with CREDS. If your organization plans to fundraise or solicit in any way during an on-campus meeting or event, you must ensure that the permit is available throughout the duration of your entire event. Some limitations with commercial entities. Partnership with a commercial entity and/or offering materials or privileges to others via promotion or advertisement is an example of solicitation. Some examples include sponsorships, vendors on site, and advertisement of commercial vendors. Vendors or commercial entities cannot be promoted on campus without approval. Open versus closed events. Commercial entities may not be permitted to openly promote, for example, when tabling at Tate Plaza or at a free or open campus-wide event. There is more freedom at closed events, for example, an event with a specific invitation list that is held in a non-public space. Some other limitations include raffles. Raffles are illegal in the state of Georgia and are prohibited without a proper license from Athens-Clarke County. A raffle is any type of drawing where you increase your odds of winning by purchasing more tickets. For example, purchasing a ticket to play hole-in-one golf for a chance to win a meal voucher is constituted as a raffle. However, if no purchase is necessary to play the game, this is not considered a raffle. Engagement, leadership, and service will not approve fundraising requests for an on-campus solicitation by student organizations when alcohol is involved. Ongoing solicitation by student organizations is limited to specific dates and locations over 1 semester. Off-campus solicitation with commercial entities may not be promoted on campus, for example, percentage nights. Donation drives. Consider the impact of your drive and whether monetary donations could be more beneficial. Donations for disaster relief can be problematic if you collect unsolicited items. Please make sure to seek permission from the offices or departments prior to setting up any collection boxes or drop-off areas in their space. Include the location of collection areas on your on-campus solicitation request form. Provide the solicitation permit to the host office or department where collections will be held. Please make sure to monitor donation boxes and areas regularly and clearly provide contact information for easy communication regarding your drive. Peer-to-peer payment. Venmo, PayPal, Square Cash, and other peer-to-peer payment services are fast and easy, but they do present limitations and risks to student organizations. It is not recommended that student organizations use peer-to-peer payment services for dues, donation, t-shirt orders, and other reasons. Fake accounts can present issues of fraud and confuse organization members or potential donors, and it can be difficult to track transactions. Organizations can have trouble tracking transactions, and please consider accountability for the member that receives funds on behalf of an organization. Transaction notes should include the organization name, amount paid, and what the funds go towards. This is an option for any student organization that has an agency account or receives student activity fee allocations. Through the UGA card office, you can set up a secure payment portal. It can be used for collecting dues, donations, or selling merchandise. For example, event tickets, member dues, and fundraisers. You can find more info at this link. Here is our contact information as well as the Solicitation Policy Office. If you have any questions or concerns or need any help regarding solicitation, please feel free to reach out. Thank you.